washes stories away, but some remain etched in salt and blood. Tales of men chasing gold and glory, of brothers turned traitors, of duels under moonlight, and mutinies with no mercy. I've seen 'em captains who raised their sails like kings, and sank one by one into the foam of their own legend. So listen close, stranger. Each song you hear is a piece of a story the sea couldn't drown.
The winds blow fierce across the sea, and legends rise with every roll of the dice. Where the maps end and stars align, beyond the reach of lore line, the sea runs red, the gold runs deep, and dead men whisper in their sleep. Rolling pirates, raise the sail, steel and fire, teeth and tail, to the depths or to the crown, we rise or burn but never drown. The Kraken wakes, the ghost ship prowls, searchers go, the voodoo howls, through storm and smoke, through reef and flame, we carve our fate, we stake our name. Rolling pirates, play the game, fortune's fury, fame or shame. From Tortuga to Port Royal, our dice decide, win or fall. You are no sailor, you are a captain, a pirate, and this sea remembers names. Rolling pirates, steel and song, we are the bold, the mad, the strong. Etch our tale in blood and flame, let all the world remember our
They came with fire and left with my fear. He spared my life and stole my path. I was no more than a boy with rope-burned hands, ash on my face from my broken land. He looked at me with a storm in his eyes and left me breathing neath burning skies. No name, no past, just wind in my chest. I followed the tide and fled from the rest. From ash to admiral, from deck to crown, with every wave I rose not drowned. From cabin mop to cutlass swing, the sea became my everything. I earned my place, I carved my fate, and I was born again too late. We sailed for gold, we sailed for pride, and I fought 3 men the day he died. The captain fell with fire in his breath, so I took his blade and danced with death. They called me bold, they called me mad, but I knew the sea like a map I had. forbidden shores. I shared the gold, I kept their trust. For what is fame without the chance? From ash to admiral, from shade to star, my name now sails both near and far. The boy is gone, the blade is mine. I ride the storm, I break the line. And when they speak of pirate kings, they'll whisper me on salt and wings. He spared a child and made a legend.
The map was torn, the tales half lied, but we chased them anyway. We started small, just salt and dreams, a battered ship and broken schemes. But whispered legends lit the flame, and gold became our guiding name. With every port we grew in size, more guns, more men, more daring lives. Treasure hunt for gold or glory, we'll carve our fate in canon story. Through waves and blood, through flame and fear, we chase a name they'll learn to fear. A pirate's vow, a rising tide, the treasure calls, we will not hide. We bought their trust with rum and songs, their shattered maps, their drunken wrongs. Through coastal reefs we rode the foam, to strike where kings once felt at home. At night we sail like silent ghosts, to rob the crowns of Spanish gold.
Ahoy, mateys! I hope you're fine today. Tell me how the sound is. Can you hear the music? And tell me if the music is not too loud. Can you hear my voice? The most important thing. So the music is good. Not too high, not too loud, not too low. Okay, perfect. So today, what we are going to do? I'm going to present you the multiplayer game So in the Running Pirates, the normal game, you can already play with other players, but everyone plays with in its own sheet and doesn't have interaction with other players. Here, the novelties, what's new, you still play on your own sheet, but you've got a shared sheet for everyone. Here it is. And we'll see that in details in a while. So you've got this shared sheet, and on your game sheet, you have elements that are shared by everyone. So we are going to dive directly in this part. I'm going to present you the different elements that are shared on the map. So for example, until now, when you have an encounter, for example, I begin here, I got an encounter, I roll the die, and let's say it was a merchant, so I earn 1 fame point and 1 run barrel. What you have to do in a normal game, that's it. But at the end of the turn, the other player will have to cross off this encounter. So it's not available for anyone anymore. It's very important. It's a shared element. If someone crosses it off, everybody who's playing need to cross it off also. But there is a little subtlety here. That's subtle, because the encounters table is your own. It's not shared. That means when you've got an encounter, let's say you encountered the pirate ship here. Only you, and only you, is going to cross the line. The encounter ship is crossed by everyone, but only you is going to cross the pirate line in the table. So that's for the encounters, and as you can see, the encounter table, there is only one column, a second column now, instead of 2 in the normal game. Also, what we've got, another shared element. Here, you've got a giant octopus. It's a classic one, except now you need 3 cannonballs to kill it, but you've got a reward this time. Of course, you've got 3 fame points, but you've got also a fragment of treasure map. So it's another way to have map fragments in the multiplayer game, because here, as the elements are shared, like in ports, for example, here, if you remember, you can exchange 2 barrels of rum against in exchange of fragment map, treasure map. But it's a shared element. So it means if you buy it, it's not available anymore for other players. So to compensate, you've got treasure maps on the giant octopus, but you have to fight to gain it, to earn it. So let's see another element. Common element. That's a run barrel. Run barrel, when you take it, you cross it, and all other players cross it off also. But we will see there is an order in the turn sequence when to do that, so that you don't forget to do it. But we'll see that in a while. So we saw the giant octopus, we saw the encounter, we saw the run barrel, and here it's very populated because we have an example, one of each. And here there is the shipwreck, and it's the same, that's a shared element. So this shared element, you cross it off when you gain the reward, 1 gold and 1 fame point. After that you cross it off, and other players are going to cross it off too. And last element, a common element you know already, a shared element. It's the shaped skull rock. So the shaped skull rock is not shared. This element is not shared. Sorry. So when you take the map, the treasure map, you cross it off, but only you. The other players are not going to cross it off. It's important. You can see it's different from the normal skull on the normal play, on the normal game, because you doesn't have the iconography that represents the map. Here you've got the map, so you don't forget to cross it off, but only you, not other players. And also in the ports, you've got, as we saw previously, you've got the treasure map, which is shared, and you've got the cannonballs that are shared also. So if you buy one, it's not available anymore for other players, not only you. And a novelty, which is a cannonball too, a shared one, still a shared one, but the background color is yellowish, orangish. I don't know if you can say that, but like orange. To buy this one, you need to pay 1 more gold. It means it will cost you 2 golds instead of the normal one, the usual one. So that's it for the shared elements you knew, because they are very familiar. Now we are going to see other shared elements that are new to you. The first one, if you remember the Celorin training, you had bonuses, and when you pass through, you didn't have to stop on them to gain the bonus. It gave you 1 fame point. Here, this bonus is different. You are going to earn +1 on your movement die. So, and during the turn, when you earn it, you have to use it this turn or you lose it. That's it. It's very temporary. Also, another element, which is here, and you can see it here also. It's a new one. It's a penalty point. You have 1 fame point less at the end of the game. So when you pass through it, you don't have to stop on it. You could, but you don't have. You earn it automatically, and you are going to cycle 1 here. So it means at the end of the game, you are going to have 1 point less, 1 fame point less. And the particularity of those penalty points, if you reach 6, if you take 6 of them, the game is over for you immediately. You stop playing, and you watch other players play until someone wins the game. But it shouldn't be very long, because when you reach the 6th one, it's already the end of the game, so don't worry. You won't watch them for long. Also, you can see in the port there are characters. There is one here, another one here, one here on the pirate port, and here there are two of them. Those two ones are the good ones. Let's say they are the good ones. Are mercenaries. The support. They are here to support you. They are underworld contacts. The first one you can see they are here. The first one is an informant. He can tell you what you are going to encounter at sea, and it means during the play when you roll die to know which encounter you are going to make. For example, here it's a 5, so it should be a privateer. So you can modify the die by 1 plus or minus 1. So you could choose to upfront fight the privateer, or go down for the escorted merchant, or you could choose to have the calm sea. I'm not sure it's a good idea, but why not? If you don't have enough cannonballs with you to fight. So that's it for the informant, and for the spy. The spy, it's very particular. So when you move, for example, let's say you could move there to have an encounter like usual. This time, and let's say you have enough movement points to make this encounter. You move here, you stop momentarily, one space before, and the spy is going to tell you what you are going to encounter. So you roll the die. Here it's a 4. So you are going to encounter the escorted merchant, if you want, because you know what you are going to encounter. So you decide now to go or not to go for the fight. So if you decide to go, it's as usual. You and your movement on it, and if you don't want to go, now you know what it is. You can stop here, or if you have enough points, you could continue sailing at sea. And those two informants, those two underworld contacts, when you are in the port, they are not shared. You can distinguish them with the color of the cycle, which is kind of blue-violet. Blue, let's say it's blue. And those two ones with the cycle, blue cycle, they are, you can use them. When you use them once, you cross it off on the map, you gain it forever until the end of the game. So you cycle it here, so you don't forget you have it. Each time you are going to have an encounter, in this case, you are going to roll die to know before you go what kind of encounter it is. And that's it. Other players are not going to cross them off on their map. Which is not the case for those 3 ones here. With the right cycle, those ones are not good ones. They are saboteurs. They are going to help you damage your rivals, other ships. So let's say, so I'm not going to explain them right now. We are going to finish to explain what we got on this sheet before, because they are on the shared sheet. But just you know, they are shared. Those saboteurs, mercenaries are shared. So when you buy the services of one, you cross it off, and other players do the same. So we'll see what we have and what they do in a moment. Also, what we've got here, we've got also seasoned sailors. So when you go in a port, in every port, you've got this new action where you can buy, you can enroll one citizen seller on board. So what are they doing? The first one is a long-range artillery specialist. This one, let's give you an example. For example, let's say I go for always the same ship, always the same encounter. Here, I could stop here, and because of this guy, I could have the encounter one space away, one space at a distance. But there is a cost. Each time I want to use it, I want to use this specialty. It will cost me one more cannonball. So, for example, I roll the die. It's again is the escorted merchant. So normally I need 2 cannonballs, but in this case, because I'm one space away, I need to add another cannonball to the total. So it means I need 3 cannonballs to fight, and I've got them, so it's not a problem. The second one, and you can buy only one specialist, only one citizen seller each time you go to a port. The same, if you remember, the same for when you want to upgrade a ship, you can only do once per port. So let's imagine you go in another port and you buy the services of the second one. The second one is an expert in incendiary shot. So as you can see, the cannonball is on fire here. So the damages are going to. So you are going to need more a cannonball to do the same damage on a ship. So let's say we got the same encounter. Normally I need 2 cannonballs, but here I need only 1 mess. So it's only 1 cannonball for this encounter. Because I've got with me the incendiary shot expert, which costs 2 gold, as you can see here, and this one is 1. Obviously, the more potent they are, the more they cost, but it depends of your depends of the style of your style, how you play. Maybe you could prefer the third one, for example. The third one is a shallow water specialist. You can go near the islands, and it will cost you only one point to go instead of the 2. Only 1 point to go on the coastal rails. So this one costs 1, and the last one is Master of Winds and Currents. So you gain another die, +1, permanent also, like other season sellers. Their bonuses are permanent. And of course, because it's permanent, you can cycle here. Okay, we are going to see the other actions in the port. After we will come back on this game sheet to see the crew skills, how that works. Right now, I'm going to show you the shared sheet and also the port actions. So the port actions, the 5 first actions, you know them, except when you want to sell some rum. And before in the normal game, you had okay, you should be able to see my cursor on the screen. So on the upper left, you've got a table. You should recognize it because it's on the normal game sheet. It was here on a normal game sheet, a non-multiplayer game. So now you've got 3 of them. Each turn, at the end of each turn, you are going to cycle here a rum barrel, and it will give you the prices of the trade. For example, here the prices are high, H like high, M for medium, and L for low. So the first 3 turns, prices are going to be high. So if you go in a port to sell your rum, you are going to be rich. For example, in the normal game, when you got in a Spanish port, if you go in a Spanish port and you want to sell your 2 rum barrels, it's going to give you 2 gold. But now, when the prices are high, if you go in the port, Spanish port, you can see when you sell 2 barrels, you've got 3 golds in exchange, which was reserved till now to the pirate ports. But now, when the prices are high, 2 barrels in the pirate port will give you 4 gold. So when you see that, or when you know the prices will go high, you can plan to go on a port, or at least be near one of them. And the same thing when you enter in a low phase of the trading. You'd better not go on the port to trade, but sometimes you don't have a choice. So just try to plan your actions. So you need to wait for the end of the turn to cycle the first rum barrel, because during the first turn you don't have anything to sell. Okay, that was the port action sell rum. Now by cannonballs, you know it, convert gold into fame, the same. Now we are going to see specific actions for the 2-4 player game. So the first one is a higher mercenary support. We saw it before with the informant and the spy. You got them on your main sheet. So here and there. After that, you can hire a mercenary when you are in a port. The condition, of course, is you are in a port where they are available. So, for example, here you've got, if I remember the name correctly, is a cunning cartographer, and the other is a rebel rouser, an agitator. And in this port, you've got the saboteur. So we are going back to the shared sheet, and I'm going to present you what they do. So the rebel rouser, the first one, the agitator, will try to put up a mutiny at port. So at this feature, if you roll a 6 in case I rolled the speed thing, but if I one rum barrel, the mutiny will be put down, so nothing will happen, and you will take the rebel rouser and you will put it adrift on a boat, I guess, in the middle of the sea with the sharks. But if you cannot, if you don't have any rum with you, it means a mutiny on board. So it means the next turn, the time for you to resolve the mutiny. Next turn, you'll have -2 in movement, And also, you won't be able to upgrade your crew skills for just one turn. And after it's that's it, only one turn. Because once you roll the 6, as I said before, the rebel rouser, you get rid of him, and he cannot foment another mutiny. Another way to remove it, because he's on board, but if you go in another port, you will disembark him at the port, so he cannot make any trouble on board anymore. I hope it's clear, this part. So let's see the other saboteur. So how it works. When you go to the port, you pay, I forgot this part. You pay 1 gold here, so you cross it off, and after you can use it on another rival. There is only one condition, this rival cannot be on the port. That's the only condition. It's on the upper right of the rebel rouser description. Now, let's say you've got the saboteur, which is on the island of the North Island, North Pirate Island on your game sheet. This one will damage an enemy ship, the same as the rebel rouser, but there is no condition. It's automatic. So, but you've got 2 choices. You have to choose. Sorry, you have to choose between a broken rudder for your rival, or a torn sail. Let's begin with the torn sail because it's the easier one. C'est poubelle. So the torn sail, you've got a penalty of 1 until it's permanent until you go to a port to repair, and the repair is free. But it's permanent until you go to in a port. So let's see the broken rudder. The broken rudder. So I'm going to show you my game sheet and give you an example. So let's say I'm here. Usually I can go here. It will cost me 1 point if the wind is blowing towards the north. Here it's going to cost me 2 points. Here 3, and here 4. When the rudder is broken, I can only use the 1 and 2 points movement direction, and I insist on the direction because you doesn't count points for the waves, for example, or the coastal waves. It means you can go north even if there is a coastal reef, even if it costs you 3 points. I'm freezing now, so I'm waiting for it to come back. Okay, I'm not sure, but if you can hear me, it's perfect. So the broken rudder, you can go only north, and you can go only on those directions until you go to a port and you repair for free again. Still, if it's not clear, tell me. I will rephrase it. And let's so of course every time you've got to pay it. And let's see the last one, which is a cunning cartographer. This one is pretty simple. is selling you. It will sell you a fake treasure map. When it does, if you are the one who pays, you choose a rival, and this rival we cross off a die, a reroll die on the treasure map part. So pick a rival that has already one available. Okay, that's it for the tricksters. Now we are going to see the next thing, which is the recruit season seller. So we did it already before. So let's see the next one. Next one is gambling. Gambling is a way for you to earn an easy way to earn gold. And also we will see that in a moment. It's also an easy way to gain fame point with the exploits, but we see that in a second. Let's do some gambling now. So first of all, you've got to pay 1. So here, don't cross it off, because it's a shared sheet, and you can do it every time you go in a port, and every player can do so. So don't cross it off, as I did just right now. So you pay 1 gold. And first round, you are going to, you need to roll a die. So here I rolled a 1, and I needed to roll a 3, a 4, a 5, or a 6 to win this round. So I lost my gold. Let's say I did a 4. So I won the round. Now I've got 2 choices. First one, I can stop here, and I will win my gains, which is only 1 gold, but it's a bit of not very interesting, because I spent 1 to play, and if I only win, if I only earn 1 gold, I didn't win anything, earn anything. So let's say I won with a 4, so I can play the second round. But if I win, I could choose to stop, and I will win. I will earn 2 golds. But if I choose to stop, if I win, no, sorry, I already said it, this one. But if I choose to continue, sorry, I don't remember what I said. So I'm going to do the round number 1, and I'm going to give you the examples. So I'm very bad luck today. I'm not a lucky pirate today, so I've lost everything. So I've lost my first gold. I had to pay, of course, to play, and my the gold I won during the first round, because it's yeah, I lost it. Tell me if it's clear. This one was not an easy one to explain when I wrote the rule. So let's say that was my first round. I won. I earned 1 gold, but it's not definitive. If I choose to continue, if I stop here, I keep it. But if I choose to continue, I go to round 2, and I could lose it all. Now I did a 5. I need a 3 or plus to win this round. So now I've got, I earned 2 golds. Either way, I can stop here, so I earn 2 golds, or I can continue and risk to lose everything. Well, I decide to continue. I got a 4. I need a 4 or plus. It's perfect. So now I've got this round. I won this round, and I earned 2 gold and the 2 previous ones. So it means I earned 4 golds, and we'll see why it's important. So I decide to stop here, and now let's see the last action in the port, which is choose an exploit to accomplish. And you have to do it every time you go in a port where nobody did it before. You have to choose one. Exploits are objectives. And when you go in a port, you can choose, let's say I was on the North Pirate Island where there is a shipwreck nearby. So I cross it off. So next player who is going to go in this port wouldn't be able to choose an exploit. To do so, other players or you will need to go on another port, which is not crossed off. So and now I could choose the third exploit. So basically, you go on the tavern in the port, and you brag about what you are going to do at sea, or here gambling, for example. The third one, it's written complete tier 3. So I did the round 3, I won it. So it's completed. So I'm going to choose this exploit, and I'm going to, when you choose it, you cross it off as a small cycle under it, beneath it. And the first line is the first player who accomplished it. So I did accomplish it first before everyone. So I won 4 fame points directly. And other players in this example cannot win this exploit because there is only one line. The first one who accomplish it will earn 4 fame points, but there is no other will earn anything. So let's review them in order. The first one is a giant octopus. So you say, you tell everyone you are going to kill 2 giant octopuses at sea, and if you are the first one to do so, you are going to win to earn 4 fame points, and if another player after you do the same, he's going to earn 2 fame points. And other players, if they accomplish it, also won't win, won't earn anything. The second one, if you go in 3 out of 4 ports, if you are the first one to do so, you will earn 4 fame points, and the second player will earn 2 fame points. Let's pause for a moment here. If 2 players accomplish the same exploit during the same turn, everyone is going to earn the 4 fame points. And the third player who will do that, who will accomplish this exploit during a future turn, will earn the second line. After that, we've got the gambling. We saw it, and here it's like it's the same as a cunning cartographer. You are going to lose a real die, so you are going to. No, it's not that. If you get the treasure without using, without gaining any real die, you can. Bon, c'est vrai que c'est bon. Comment on lance? Can you hear me? Okay, I am coming back. Maybe. And can someone tell me if you can hear me? Let's tell me if you can hear me. 1, 2, 3. Is there anyone? Are you able to hear me? Is there someone? Nobody's there? Nobody's there. It's strange because I've got the sound. Il diffuse pas là, il va s'éteindre là, c'est quoi? Il marche pas le truc. Oui, mais ça je sais. Ah, ok. Ah. So tell me if you can still hear me. So I hope you can hear me. Tell me. I saw your message, Arsene. Just can you confirm you can still hear me? I'm just going to use the mic, and I've cut the video. Yes, perfect. Perfect. Thank you. So what was I was saying? Okay, I remember where we were. So I think we were there on the shared sheet. I'm not sure you were able to see it, but when I spoke about it. So let's make a quick review. So here you've got the first exploit with my cursor. So you need to fight to successfully fight to giant octopuses. Here you need to go in 3 out of 4 ports. Here you've got to complete tier 3 on the gambling part, and there the first exploit, you need to locate the treasure without earning any reroll die. So it means you need to be lucky to earn this one. This one, the skulls. You need to go on 3 of them, which is not easy, but the reward is 4 playing points for that. For the first one, you need to do so. And the next exploit, you have to make 3 out of the 4 encounters, Spanish encounters. So I'm going to show you on my game sheet. Here, the flag is the one of a Spanish ship. And if you've got, you can do the encounter twice because there are 2 small cycles. And if you do it 3 times, so it means it's here. So it means you are going to run this this exploit. The other one, you have to have 4 different encounters. It means, for example, and when I say encounter, could be a currency. So, for example, If you encounter two merchants, it counts only for one because they are not different. And if you encounter, if you in the table encounter, you've got a currency, it's a second line. And let's say you've got a privateer, it's only one. And here you fight twice the privateer, so it's a third one because they are not different. And let's say after that you've got a pirate, so you can claim the points, the fame points. And it's automatic. You don't have to go in a port, for example, to gain it. But the only condition is you. The only condition is this one. You need to go to the port, and activate the exploit you want to validate. Because if this is not the case, you won't earn the points. Okay, and that's it for the port actions. And now I'm going to show you in the turn sequence where we are. So we just did the port action here. And at the end of the turn, make sure every player updates its sheet. So that means everything that was shared by every player, make sure everyone is crossing the element on their sheet. So that's one thing you need to do at the end of the turn, of your turn. Another thing, don't forget to advance on the barrel track for the trading, so you know how the prices are, how low or how high they are, and finally, at the end of the turn, roll the dice for the tide turns event table if you've got ones. So it's here at the bottom of the shared sheet. So you've got this sheet, and it will activate when someone will reach the 5 fame points, or 10 fame points, 25 for the left table, or on the right table, it will activate when someone reach the 15, 20, or 25 fame points. So on the left part, let's say I did I have 5 fame points. So at the end of the turn, I'm going to roll a die. So for example, here I reach 5 fame points. So now at the end of the turn, I'm rolling a die. So I got a 5. And let's come back to the shared sheet. And now we are going to look on the left table, because I had 5 fame points. And we are going to look in this table and reaching, going down until we reach the 5th line. And here we've got a detailed reef map for the example. It means next turn, every player will be able to go on a coastal reef without penalty. How do you know it's for all players? Because on this column where there is an octopus, you can see 2 players. It means it's for everyone. It applies to everyone. On the right column, you've got the same but information, but you could have for only 1 player, like the first line, for example, 1p for 1 player. On the left table, you've got 3 3 events that are beneficial for everyone, and 3 that are not so beneficial. They are pretty bad for everyone. And on the right part, everything will be bad for you, for you or for the others. So at the beginning of the game, it's only it's nice, and at the end of the game, it's going to cost you something. Let's make a quick review of this table. The first line on the left, rippling waves turn to storm. It means the waves, normal waves, are going to transform into a storm. And here you can see, so here you've got the normal wave, so it's +1, it will cost you +1 on the movement die. And here now for 1 turn, it will cost you +2 during your movement if you go on a wave. Next one is a port in quarantine. Second line, ports in quarantine. It means you cannot go in a port. Nobody can go in a port during the next turn. It's only 1 turn. After that, you can go again. The third line is shifting winds. This one is very interesting. I need to show you an example because I cannot just explain it like that. Let's say you rolled your 3 die. Your 3 dice. You assign your first die to the wind push. The second one, how many points you will have to move, and the last one for the crew skills. The first one represents the wind. And now in the event table, we had the shifting winds. And what it is going to do, when every player choose their wind die, the active player is going to roll another die, and you are going to add this, its value to the direction of the wind to know the new direction. So let's say we had a 4. It means the direction of the wind pushed us towards the south, but now as the wind shifts, we need to add the 5 to move around the thing, and add 5 on the die. So here it's +1, +2, +3, +4, +5. So the wind is going to be 3 and not 4, contrary at what we did assign. There is one notable thing. If you roll the 6 in the shifting wind, you are going to make a full turn on the thing, so the wind will be in the same direction as the initial roll. So let's turn back on the game sheet, on the event table, tide turns table. Treasure map decoded. So it's a beneficial one. This one is for every player. On the main sheet, I don't know if you saw, here you've got a possible treasure location as usual. But here, for example, you've got the same cross, but with another color on your sheet. And there are 4 of them on the sheet. One is here, the other here, and the last one is here. When someone activates this line on the tide turns table, the first pirate to go on one of those crosses is going to earn the reward. You don't need to go on a particular one. You go on You could go on this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. You will earn the reward the same way. So here, and the reward is I went there. Every player is going to cross it at the end of the turn, so it's not available anymore if someone roll the same value on the tide turns table. Next one is a floating object. It's a pretty simple one. Every player will choose to earn either way a cannonball, a cord, or a run barrel. So that's it for the left table. And one thing to know on the left table, you cannot see because I cut my chart sheet on my screen too far at the bottom, but there is a die. Maybe you can see the upper part of the die. There is a die. It's here to signal you can roll only one die per turn on the left table. It means if one or more players are reaching 5 fame points, or 10 or 25 fame points, only one die will be rolled. Only one for this turn. On the right table, it's different. It's one die per player. It means if one player reaches the 15 mark points, and another one did the same with 15 or 20, either way, each player will roll a die. So it means there will be 2 events in my example. So first line. This one is interesting because it's the first one which will apply for only one player, as you can see here. So spoiler, you lose a run barrel. It's pretty simple. Compass sabotage. This one is very interesting because every player. No, it's not this one. It's bewitching sirens, which is the next one. Let's stay to the compass sabotage for now. You need one turn to repair it, and during one turn, the next turn, one player, the player who rolls the die, will have a broken compass, and will be able only to go straight in a straight line when he will move. So I'm going to show you an example. Let's say you are here. At the beginning of your turn, you choose a direction in which you want to go. And after that, you have a choice, but go straight for this turn. You cannot choose to go on the northwest and turn during your turn. It's not possible. So you choose in which direction you go, and you go straight from there. So the shared sheet. Next one, it's a bewitching sirens. This one is very interesting. If you know some games are like cartographers, I'm not sure, maybe there was the first one to do so. You give your game sheet to another player, choose a different one each time. But you, of course, if you are only 2 people, you cannot do so. It will be always the same, but you give your game sheet to the other player, and this player is going to move your ship 2 spaces away from where your ship is actually. But how to do so? Let's say, for example, I'm here. This is my boat. This is my ship. So you could, my rival could put me here, for example. Also here on the coastal reef, and you don't take account of the modifiers on the map when you move to spaces. It means I could put the ship here. I cross a wave. Usually there is a die modifier for the wave and another one for the coastal reef, but when you got the bewitching sirens, it doesn't count. You move 2 spaces, that's it. But there is one thing to know. If you, let's say, I'm here at the beginning of the turn, at the end of my turn, and another player is going to move my ship. You cannot stop on an element. So I cannot go here, I cannot go and have an encounter, I cannot stop on a bonus, but I could cross it, pass through it, I could pass through it and stop the next space. But if I do so, I don't gain the bonus, it's still available. That's the one thing to know. The bewitching sirens. Don't hesitate to tell me if you've got questions. And let's continue with the Omen of Doom. You found a dead albatross on your deck, and in consequence of what, you are going to lose 1 gold or 1 rum, and it's for every player. Next one is a surprise attack. So the surprise attack, it came from nowhere, and you have to fight. So you need to cross one of your cannonball, and also you need to and you are going to gain to earn another fame point if you do so. If you don't have any cannonball, you will have damage. It will deal you 1 damage. And the last one, faded landmarks. If you have any reroll available, you are going to cross it, and that's it. So let's say here I had a reroll, so I will lose this. So that's it for the shared sheet. If you've got any question about it, don't hesitate. It's a best moment to do so. And we're going to see the last part. So last new thing on the game sheet, which is the crew skills. So the crew skills, how does it work? So as usual, for example, if you assign 1 here with a die, here you are going to cross the first leftmost space, and next time, so it's pretty simple. You know how it works. If you assign a 3, you are going to cross spaces on this line. The same for the 2 and the same for the 4. But you certainly did see there is another die in between 2 dice. And there are also arrows that are going up and going down. For example, if you assign a 5, you will have the choice between the upper line and the other line. So you could put the 5 on the line of the 1, or the 5 on the line of the 3. You choose between the 2. The same for the 6, you could go up, or you could go on the line of the 4. But that's not it. If you go on the first line, let's say you've crossed already 1 space, and now you are going to cross the second space because you did assign 1 or a 5. When you arrive there, you've got the choice, a new choice. You decide either way to earn 1 cannonball, or you decide to give a penalty to another player. the penalty here, if you choose the penalty, let's say you choose the penalty here, you will cross the bonus, you cannot earn it anymore. It means next time you go for this line, either way with a 1 or a 5, it means you are going to continue with this space. So let's rewind here. And so I chose the penalty for another rival and decide to whom I'm going to apply it. And for example, here it's pretty simple. Next turn, this rival will have a penalty of 1 on the movement die. But there is a subtlety here. You can see there is an icon for the fame point. You also gain a fame point. It's an incentive for you to take the penalties at the beginning of the game. And at the end of the game, penalties are more potent. So, for example, here, your rival will have -2, and here we'll have -3 on the movement die. So to compensate, because it's pretty powerful, to compensate, you will earn a fame point penalty, which you are going to cycle here. And remember, if you reach the 6-1, so I usually cycle them from top to bottom, but you could go from bottom to top. Doesn't matter at all. If you reach the 6-1, the game is over for you. Remember that. It shouldn't happen when you are on the map, because you can choose to cross on to pass through this kind of bonus. So it's your choice. So it shouldn't happen. But if you roll die, let's say for example, no, it's not true. You always have a choice. It shouldn't happen, because if I'm here, let's say I did cross everything here. Here I have the choice between earning this bonus or applying this penalty to another player. So I shouldn't take this one, because it means it's game over for me. So be careful, because if you do so, and if you play with other players that are not nice, they won't let you rewind, and you will lose the game. So let's see. That's it. Yes, maybe I've got an example to show you. Let's say I chose this bonus here on the first line. When I'm here, I've got the choice. That's not the example I want to show you. On the first line, I did choose the penalty for another player. It means I cannot take this one anymore, this bonus anymore. And when I'm the third line, when I reach here, I only can take the bonus. It's pretty obvious, but it needed to be said. One last thing. Here you should know the meaning of this bonus, because it's already on the zero enchaining map. You can modify the dive with a plus or -1, the wind push die, and here it concerns the movement die. So here, let's say I had a 2, for example. It's not so much, but here I've got a bonus of 6. I can use the 6 instead of the 2 here to move. And obviously you can use it only one time. That's it for the explanations of the rules. If you have any question, it's the best moment to do so, to ask them. If something was not clear, I will try to clarify. And if you don't have any question, I make you a proposition. We will do some the beginning of a game to show you how it is played. So I've got with me another player, which is Pirate Pro.
Hello.
Hello. You cannot see her because I don't have any more camera on my face, so sorry for that. You will be able to see her sheet, which is here. And I'm going to begin the game just to show you how it works, and we do only a few rounds. So it's better if I begin with a clean sheet. Okay, perfect. Maybe before I begin, I'm going to drink some water. It's not rum. Perfect. So let's begin the game. Let's roll them dice. So I've got a 3, a 1, and a 1. So at the beginning of the game, it's very bad to begin the game with with 2-1.
Yeah.
So I could go. I cannot do anything. I could go 1-4. I cannot go there. I could go there. Why not? But 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I need 4 to go there. So it's. I choose the 1, and I go in this direction. It was very problematic because you shouldn't begin the game with this kind of rule.
You could.
Okay, I forgot to put my crew skills. Thank you, Pirate Pro. So let's see what she did. And I went on the right, and I think she did the same. Let's see that.
Yeah.
Yes, she did the same, almost the same movement. How did you do that? Sorry, how did you do that?
3 and 1.
Oh yeah, you're right. So I did use the 1 and moved 2 spaces. So you are the active player. Your turn. Make a better roll, please.
Wow.
2 6s. It's better. A lot better. 6s. Sorry, we did forget. At the end of the first turn, as we are in at the end of the first turn, we've got 3 things to check. If you remember well. First thing, you need to check